So first of all, Ram, congratulations.
Thank you so much,
And
sir.
so how you are feeling? You have got All India Rank 1 in GATE EC
Yeah,
2022, right?
I'm feeling very proud about myself.
And we also feel proud of being part of your preparation journey.
Thank you.
So
Ram, like, tell us a little bit about your preparation journey, how it has been. Tell us a little bit about your background, which college were you studying in? How did you decided that you wanted to go for GATE?
and
So-
Ram has very interesting stories to talk about, primarily for the freshers who are still in the college. Yeah, Ram, over to you.
So I'm from Mettupalayam, Coimbatore, and I'm pursuing my BTech in Engineering Physics from IIT Madras. And being a major in physics, it's not easy to crack GATE, and not only crack GATE, like to be an R1.
Yes.
So it's not an easy journey, but there goes a lot into it. But yeah, finally I'm here.
And Ram, just talk about the struggle, because now when we guys, so again, IIT Bombay, IIT Madras, like we remember those days, those two years of preparations
Yeah.
when you just entered into the 11th, and we have learned struggling from those days. And I
Right.
guess till today we are still doing the same. And those are one of the very important part of your personalities, which actually helps you out to reach to the peak, or get the super achievement.
Right.
Let's talk about those struggles and how you were able to deal with it. And then IIT Madras and then GATE EC, first attempt.
Yeah, sure. So in my JEE Advance, I got as 6000, and I wanted to get into electrical engineering, but I got into aerospace engineering. And in my first semester, I did extremely well in my courses, and I had a good CGP at the end of my first semester. So I got branch change into engineering physics, and then I had an option of like pursuing physics and electronics as well. So I tried both the domains, and I felt like I was more interested into electronics.
And branch change in IIT is very difficult.
Yeah,
Though
it
in the
is.
first year, people dream that, okay, fine, my rank is not that good. Let's start with this branch and we will do a branch in the next
Yeah,
year.
right.
Aspires for a branch change.
But very rare it happens.
Yeah, right. That's right. And like after doing branch change also, like it is very difficult to mingle with people as well,
Yeah.
and to get along with the courses, and also like you have to complete the first semester courses of that branch as well. So there were so many struggles with these as well. And in my third year, I sat for an internship process. I wanted to get into electrical core, but unfortunately, I did not get into it. Then I started like focusing on physics. I did a research internship with NTU, and then like I'm still continuing it, but I also wanted to again try to get into electronics. So in my third year, I attempted GATE as well.
Great.
And in that I scored like AIR 128, if I remember correctly. I got 56 out of 100.
Great.
But that time, like I wasn't like very good at all the syllabus. I did not cover the entire syllabus because I was still in the third year.
And you started the GATE preparation, like say just end of second year, or
No, like
just starting third year?
yeah, after third year, like after my internship process, I got very serious with the GATE preparation.
So this is very important for the students who are still in the college. So
Right.
don't have to start GATE preparation when you are graduated from the college. So start as early as possible. And again, Ram will talk about, yeah.
So like GATE preparation also, it has more like your interest in the courses in your college as well, because like GATE is not something very different from what you are learning as well. Maybe for me it might be difficult because I am from a different branch, but still like if you try to like focus more into your classes as well, it would still be easier for your GATE preparation.
So Ram, since you like first year you were in aerospace, then
Yeah.
then you did branch change to
Engineering physics.
So when you came for your this attempt, right? You would have not studied the core subjects in college.
Yeah.
So how did you prepare for your like majority of the core subjects?
So like I had done few core subjects like network theory, signals and system, like the basic one, digital systems, and basic analog circuits I have done. So I focused only on these things, and I was able to score 56.
Great.
And last year the GATE it did not have MSQ questions at all. So I was able to reduce the negative markings. So I only focused on what was important, like what I knew at that point of time.
Correct.
And with that itself, I could score so much, and that is a great achievement.
Absolutely. But from that attempt where you
Yeah.
scored like AIR 128, do this attempt where you scored AIR 1, right?
Yeah.
So like in terms of your preparation, like which all subjects did you focus on this attempt? How did you prepare for this particular attempt?
So while I was while I got to know that I got 56 out of 100, then I was so motivated to attempt the next year as well, and I wanted to get AIR 1 at that point of time.
So that number one was into the mind.
Yeah, of
Then
course.
only you get it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I wanted to score like above 95. Like still now, like gate scores were like only up to 85 and something, but I wanted to push beyond that.
Correct.
So like only when you aim high, you will get
Absolutely.
good things.
And then how Testbook came into your journey of preparation,
So,
and how we guys came together being part of Testbook and you. Yeah. Please
Yeah,
talk
that's
about
a
it.
very interesting story. And Testbook, like it offers like many scholarship tests and all,
Correct.
and other mock tests as well, and they give out prizes.
Yeah.
So
And
I got interested.
We also do a lot of scholarship tests for our select courses, which is let's say
Right,
we launched
right.
last year itself for the GATE exam.
Yeah, so I was one among the student who took the test, and I got selected into
Very
it.
good.
And like when I started, like when I went into the platform and I started attempting the mock test, I really loved the thing, and it motivated me to like keep doing it. I had like the content, and I had something to focus on. I had something to practice.
Correct.
So it was like a guide for me.
And the competitive exam is very important. That doesn't matter how much you learn, but how you are able to convert your knowledge into marks is the
Yeah,
game-changing thing.
That's right.
And that's where the practice thing becomes very handy in terms of maximizing your entire potential.
Right.
And how the analytics things played out in your preparation strategy.
Textbook itself, like after every live classes there is a mock test.
Correct.
So that will help in like understanding the concepts better. Even if we had understood a concept wrongly, when we attempt the test and when we check the results, we would get to know like what mistake we are doing, and we could correct then and there. So that played a major role.
And that is one of the very important part of our strategy whenever we design a course. There's always a game plan. There has to be a video lecture or live lecture. And there has to be a question selected from very focused on those topics, so that if whatever student has just learned, they should be able to practice their knowledge and see whether they are able to grasp it, whether they are able to apply it or not. That's how the journey goes through.
Right.
It definitely helped, right?
Yeah, sure. It helped a lot.
Good.
And the other thing is like as I said, like I had to cover the remaining syllabus. So like I started, like I thought like I can learn from the books and then do it. But then when I started to learn from the books, I realized that it takes me longer time, and the books were covering more than like what is required for a GATE preparation. So even there, like Testbook, like they were able to like minimize the content, like they gave the exact content what was necessary for a GATE preparation.
Yeah, and I guess the credit goes to all the teachers, because they have to do all the heavy lifting and go through the entire books, whatever is available, and figure out what is actually required for those exams, because time is very expensive.
And that's the focus like we have. Like we want to design our curriculum in such a way that for a student, it should take the shortest possible time to crack the exam.
Sure, yeah.
Like,
that's a very important thing.
You can definitely try to cover everything, right? But everything is not relevant for cracking the exam.
Right.
Only certain aspects are relevant, right? So I think that helped you in your journey.
Yeah, right. And also like while I started to prepare, like first there were like more formulas to remember. So I tried like memorizing them. But after a few point of time, like when I attempted the mock test, I wasn't able to apply the concepts well. Then I realized that I'm doing it wrongly. Then I started understanding the concepts.
Yeah, so I remember like in the ITJ exam, there's a Doppler effect, right? Then there's a formula. And I was never able to remember that formula. So I knew how it was derived, and in my final JE paper, that Doppler effect questions came, I derived and I got the marks.
Yeah, that's the right way to do it.
Yeah.
Great.
Cool. So now the next thing. So again, now you are already at the helm. You are already got the All India rank 1. And in Testbook, we guys talk a lot about the affordable quality education, how we can empower it, how we can take to the masses, and somehow more than 1,000 people in Testbook working very hard to contribute to that ecosystem. Again, I remember 2012 when both me and another graduated from IIT Bombay. So we were roommates, and then that time we had an options whether to go for a job, and both of us had the job. When I had a job in a coaching institute also, paying me like almost 60 lakh rupees per annum. I just graduated, and I was like, no, this is not something that I want to do, because even in 10 years of a span, how many number of students I would have changed their life? 10,000,
Right.
15,000? But that was not the game. That the game was that can we leverage the technology
Hmm.
to ensure that we build a ecosystem where the quality education can be imparted to the masses.
Right.
And all of us working day and night for last 8 years to sort of chase that mission. So now I want to understand how you want to contribute going ahead in your life, because if you make people literate, right, that's the half of the job is done. They know
Right.
what is right, they know what is wrong when they have to do things, and so how you want to and how you would be contributing to the ecosystem.
Like first, like if we make students or people understand the importance of something, then they will start doing it by themselves.
Correct.
Because they will realize that it is important for them, and they know that if they do it correctly, they will get an opportunity to express themselves. So I think that will be a big thing to play, making them know what it is. Like for example, GATE, like it is valid for 3 years.
Correct.
So even if you want to go for a job, you can go it and you can use that GATE score later. You lose nothing by like writing GATE.
Correct.
You can always you should attempt GATE actually, and using your GATE score, like not only in you get into MTechs, into IITs and NITs, but also like few abroad universities as well accept GATE scores. For example, in Singapore, NTU and NUS, and even some few German universities like TU Germany, they accept GATE scores. So like.
And then again, it's a request to you, do talk about all those things whenever you
Yeah,
go
sure.
to any channel, any community, because when we were chatting, like say candidly, off the camera, right? So one thing that I requested you to sort of talk about, that people should definitely start getting serious about their
Right.
career in the third year, and that's where actually you told, right? So even
Yeah.
the GATE preparation helped you in cracking the job in Texas, right?
Right,
So,
yeah.
so they
Yeah, so like not everybody knows, but he got placed in Texas Instruments during this placement season, and it's a core company, right? So Ram, please tell us about like how did the GATE preparation help you in the interview process for Texas Instruments?
So like by July, I started getting serious to prepare for GATE, and I had my placement process on December, during December. So like while starting, like I know like I want to get into core companies which has digital and analog domain. So first I started with the GATE preparation in the digital and the analog profile, and then I thought like after the placement is over, I can concentrate on the rest. So like it was like a parallel process to preparing for GATE and the placement as well, and you can also like take courses related to them. So this is how like you manage all the things.
And Texas would have conducted only core engineering
Yeah, right.
interviews, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So any specific question that you remember was very tricky from a core side and came directly from your some GATE books or some GATE preparation thing?
There was a question regarding like oscillations using op amps. So like I was thinking like you use the Barkhausen criteria and solve it, but when the interviewer asked me, like then I started thinking in a different way, and I actually like I physically understood like what was going on in the circuit. That is when I realized, okay, this is how we understand what is going on.
Absolutely. Great, yeah, great. Okay. So, Ram, like, what are your future plans? Like, after, now we are, like, you already cracked GATE with the IR1. You're already placed with Texas Instruments.
Yeah.
So, what is you, what is you planning to choose in terms of your near future, and what is your, like, long-term goals in your
Yeah,
career?
actually, it is very difficult to choose with all these opportunities available.
As when you have more options, you get confused also.
Yeah, and like for now, I am deciding like to carry on with my job for 1 or 2 years, and then like if time permits, like if I want to try both the work culture and see how it goes, and maybe like I can go for higher studies as well, since GATE score is valid for 3 years.
Correct.
Absolutely. Great, yeah, great.
Yeah. So any hidden story that you want to talk about?
Hidden story.
Yeah.
Like actually, like analog circuits, it was like a very vast topic to cover.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like even before the interview process, like I was like maybe I did not cover so much, but still like I revised the basics and I was thorough with them. So I was confident enough to attend the interview, and like actually I got placed.
Great.
So like one thing I would say is you needn't like know everything about a subject. you can always start from the basics and derive whatever it is
Correct.
you wanted.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so Ram, like in terms of like GATE syllabus, right? So it's very vast, right?
Yeah.
And generally, people struggle to cover in even in like one year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what are your tips for in terms of like how to choose which subjects or like how to optimize your preparation journey? Because like if you're seriously preparing, you'll have like
Yeah.
8-9 months in one year only to prepare for GATE.
Yeah, that is one thing, and like even I had very less time to prepare for GATE. Even I won't say like I covered every topic and all. No, that's not true. Like even I left few topics like electromagnetics. I left the antenna parts because those
And
were
EMT,
like
EMT is tough also. People consider it's tough or it's a little very
like
common.
until waveguides. Like if you understand the concepts, you can derive everything.
Fundamentally, you are right. Yeah. So if you know the fundamentals, you know the
Yeah.
concept, the derivation thing gets easier.
Right.
And, yeah. Continue.
And so you should know to leave few topics which is more time consuming and which is like more memorizing part, because memory also plays a role in GATE exam.
Absolutely.
Memory based questions and all. So if you think like if you have very short time to prepare and like nobody's expecting you to get 100 out of 100 in the GATE exam, you just even for me like you just have to like cross some mark, some border to get a good score, and I think that will be enough for like people who are starting to prepare very late in the process.
Correct. One thing that Ram, I wanted to talk about, and again I remember from our IITJ preparation days.
Yeah.
So I guess both of us were in the quota. He was in Bansal, I was in Resonance. We didn't know each other, and the day one in IIT, like we met because we were roommates. And in the quota also there are a lot of coaching institutes, a lot of preparation material, a lot of noises are there. And I remember the mentor from Resonance who taught me like most of the things. He used to tell us that you have to first trust one system, one institution.
Right.
There is not much of a difference in the content, and everyone is trying to get the good quality, good set of teachers. But you have to trust one system, dedicate your time. Because if you mix 5 strategies, it will be a khichdi, right? And we did it. I did it, and Narendra also did it. Though we were from a different system.
Ram also did it.
Ram
Yeah, I
also.
also
I
did
am
it.
coming to that same point, right? So because you mentioned,
Yeah.
and then when you started your preparation, you chose Testbook as a standalone,
Yeah.
right? And again, I won't say that we would have covered each and every possibilities, but we definitely try to sort of cover that.
Yeah.
But again, you don't need to score 100 out of 100. So let's talk about that, because I personally feel that even because we went through that distraction, when you are into the preparation mode, you have 5 friends, 5 people have joined some 5 different coaching institutes. That's fine. But you pick one which you feel the best
Yeah.
and suits you according to your personality,
right.
and dedicate your 100% there.
Right.
Because that is also a path to success. So talk about how just textbook came, and then you're not distracted throughout.
So like Testbook itself has many things, so I didn't feel like getting distracted. That was one good thing that happened to me, I would say. So and Testbook also, like it had like many other motivating things, like you get to know the other batch people or how they are performing.
Correct.
And you also like get your monthly preparation report.
Correct.
So it is a great thing to keep you motivated enough.
And this is very important, because one of the fundamental difference in offline and online learning is how you make people disciplined and motivated. Because when we used to go to the classroom, teachers was there. When we used to see their face and when we used to see their eyes on us, the things used to come back. But in the digital learning, this is something where, and we guys struggle, and we guys discuss a lot about how we're gonna solve this problem using technology. And happy to hear that you are talking about that.
Yeah, like actually like distractions are always there. But you have to try to get out of it. If you think your mobile phones are distracting you, you should know to like leave your mobile phone outside your room when you're studying.
Don't install the apps.
Yeah,
You can just install 2 apps. I do
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So you have to learn to like be self-disciplined.
Absolutely.
That's a very important thing in life.
So great, Ram, and
Thank
again
you.
wish you super all the best. Textbook language हम लोग बोलते हैं मचाते रहो and keep inspiring people. And again, education is one of the most fundamental pillar of the nation. And if we are able to, and we feel proud that we are, along with all the other tech players, we are building an infrastructure and ecosystem which will empower the future, the next generation. And I always tell, just imagine if pandemic would have come 10 years back. Right? There would have been a 2 years long holiday for all the kids. But luckily, we entrepreneurs and all other entrepreneurs have been trying to sort of build that ecosystem for last, like say 10 years. And today we are seeing the result, but still it's just, I don't think it's more than 10%.
Start
Things
of the
will
journey.
change. So keep talk about it and make sure that we all together contribute to this ecosystem.
Sure,
So again,
sure.
wish you all the best and be
Thank
proud
you.
of your preparation journey. Congratulations.